What's up everyone, this is Mark. I'm a collector based here in the Philippines, and today I'll be doing another statue review. Next to me is a prototype of LBS upcoming The Amazing Spider-Man statue, which is scheduled to be released in 2022. I would like to take this opportunity to thank LBS, especially JC, for sending me this statue and allowing me to do the first review. That being said, I am not paid to do this review, nor did they ask me to give positive review. This is more of me sharing my passion in collecting. With that, here's a video on how to assemble this. Welcome back. I won't be doing any introduction about Spider-Man because we all know who he is. But I would like to share with you this comic of mine commissioned by Gabriel Santos. He was a former artist of HMT Studios. He did a interconnecting cover of this. So shout out to Gab. Yung Ghost Rider. Now going back to this statue. This statue is from the Impact series line of LBS. It showed Spider-Man destroying what seems to me like a Spider Slayer robot. I tried to look for a comic reference for this particular robot. Unfortunately, I can't find one. But I do recall seeing this robot in the video games. So for those of you who are watching right now, Please comment down below if you know any comic reference showing this particular robot. Regarding the review, I'll be focusing on 3 main subjects. First is what I love about this statue. Next is a side-by-side comparison of this statue versus my Kotobukiya 1/6 Spider-Man. The reason I want to compare these two is both of them are in dynamic pose. Lastly, I would like to make some comments and observation based on this statue. What I love about this statue is they managed to deliver that 360 perspective view approach perfectly. Unlike in comics, you only have this one point of view, so applying a perspective view is much easier compared to a statue wherein you have this multiple angle of view. As I turn this around, you will notice that there is no change in the perspective view. So I'm really impressed on how they conceptualize this. Next thing I love about this statue is the base. I really like that they connected Spider-Man through this explosion effect. With this, it helps in the perspective view. Also, I like the light feature of this base, wherein they did not use a battery operated light and they added a separate cable for the power. By using a separate cable, you don't need to worry that the battery may leak. Now let's go on to the side-by-side comparison of LBS Spider-Man versus Kotobukiya Spider-Man. But before I get my Koto Spidey, I would like to mention that said Kotobukiya statue is one of my favorite statue. And if we are going to talk about Spider-Man, for me, the Koto Spidey is the best Spider-Man available in the market. So here's a side-by-side comparison of these two. As you can see on the scale, both of them are identical in terms of scale. And in terms of anatomy, LBS Spider-Man is way accurate compared to Kotobukiya. The reason for that is because the muscles of Spider-Man here is normal in proportion compared to this Kotobukiya Spider-Man, wherein if not all of his muscles were exaggerated. About the paint, I like Spider-Man in a metallic finish, especially this blue one, compared to this matte finish. I know most collectors like to have Spider-Man in matte finish. Unfortunately for me, my opinion on that is already corrupted because of this Spider-Man. To give you a brief history why I love this Spider-Man is way back in 2011 when I start collecting, this particular statue was also released for pre-order. During those time, my extra income was enough for me to buy a few Gashapon figures. So I made a promise to myself that someday I'll be getting this statue no matter what. This statue opened up my curiosity on collecting statues. And fast forward to 2016, a good friend of mine in Cebu offered this to me. He sold this to me at a low and friendly price, so shout out to Prince. Again, thank you for this statue. Now let's proceed to the final stage of my review. I already coordinated to JCA about my observation on the web, wherein the peg on this portion tends to be pulled out because of the tension of the wire, and according to Jay, they will address that issue in the production stage. Also, I would prefer if they just painted this web in plain white rather than have this in dirty white. And another thing about the paint, I would also prefer if they do a separate paint scheme on the robot to separate it from the base. Also, by adding a water decals here, like an Oscorp logo, it would bring this robot into a new level. Now, during the assembling of this statue, I noticed that these pipes were all removable. That's a good move on LBS side because it reduced the risk, if not eliminate, the risk of having this pipe damaged during shipping or even during unboxing. Nonetheless, I would still warn those that are going to purchase this statue to please be careful during the unboxing stage, because there are some parts of this base which are not removable, such as this barricade and the gas tank. So for me, these two are very fragile, so please be careful. Well, that ends my statue review. I hope you enjoy it, and if you did, please like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also follow me in my Facebook page. I did posted some pictures of this statue together with my Carnage and Venom, and also with this Spider-Man. So do check them out, and I'll be leaving you with a quick video of a more detailed video of this statue after this. So thank you again for watching, and stay safe.
Just like flies, look out! Here comes the Spider-Man. Listen up, he's got radioactive blood. Can you smell from a thread? Take a look over his head. There goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Look out!